Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Read-Wright. I'm back to welcome you back to the art room. Remember, the art room is a place where we look at art, we talk about art, we create art, and we meet famous artists. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, say hi to me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, say hi to me. Hi, Mrs. Read-Wright. And let's do a 1, 2, say hi to you, and you just call out your name. 1, 2, say hi to you. Hello, everyone. Alrighty, remember we had a new song on Monday that tells us hello, and it's an echo song where the first singer sings and all the children sing back, except the last line where it says that we're all here together again, we sing together. Let me sit up my instrument, get my finger on the C and the G, and get ready. Great. Let me set this down in case there's time to sing our apples and bananas song, and leave it on so I don't have to figure out what rhythm I want to do. Alrighty, boys and girls. Yesterday we reviewed the bird's eye view. We looked at the space and how the apples were on the dish. We looked at warm and cool colors. We said the apples were mostly all warm colors with the red and the yellows. And then there was that one green apple. And we talked about how the background was a cool color, and that creates interest. So not everything is all warm. We liked a little contrast and made a little interest in our picture. We drew the dish, and we put apples on the dish, and they all had their stems in the middle with the bird's eye view. I did a tiny bit of shading using my pastels, but today we're going to paint the background and some of the shading, because tomorrow we're going to use tempera paint, and we're not even going to mix it in a palette. We're going to mix it right on top of the apples. But today I thought I would show you a material you've never seen me use before. They're a kind of special colored pencil. They're not the regular colored pencils that I have in the art room. These are special ones that I saved my money for to buy them. And maybe if you have a birthday coming, or if someone sees that you're enjoying art very much, someone might say, I think I'll buy you some of those watercolor colored pencils. I'm going to use my regular watercolors, and I've already prepared them by putting a drop of water in each of the pans. That way it's soft enough to just dip my water in and get it on my brush. If you don't, you have to stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it, and it takes a long time, and it isn't very bright that way. So we're going to do a quick look at the art again, then go to our art to paint the background. And remember, I'm going to choose a cool color. I put water in all of the colors in case I decided to change my mind about how I was going to do it. So before we go over, I think maybe we need to sing our Matisse song, because I'll be standing in front of it and you won't be able to remember what it was all about. Remember, he was born in the north of France, where Cézanne was born in the south of France. And I'm going to go over to the song area in a minute, but let's sing it first. He grew up in the north of France. His father said study law, but all Matisse wanted to do was cut paper, paint, and draw. And all Matisse wanted to do was cut paper, paint, and draw. All right. right. We're ready to go over to the art, look at the art, and then go over to the picture that we did yesterday. I see my pointer stick is waiting for me over here. Let me get it and go to our painting. Apples on a table. We see that this is the cool color, and that's what I'm going to do to paint the background of my apples. And if it seems like I should fill my apple dish a little bit, I might do that too. So come on over to the art. I have my table all set up, and the first thing I want to do is show you my watercolor pencil. There's lots of colors in there. I'm going to start right here and press kind of hard just to show you the cool color when I add water to it. I'm going to dip my paintbrush into the water and put it right on where I colored with my pencil. And what it does, it like melts it. It melts, it doesn't really melt it, but it gets it all soft, and I can paint my background using my watercolor pencil. But it is easier for me to use my watercolors themselves. So I'm dipping into one of my cool colors, and I'm going to start down here because I have a feeling I put so much water on, it's going to drip. So I want to catch it as it comes down. It's different with crayons and with paint for me. If I go side to side and up and down in some places, it's okay, because you just blend it in together. And if you don't like it, just add more paint. I might add another little color in here. I see my dark blue would really like some attention. So I'm going to put it so it's kind of shading next to my dish, so it looks as if it's in the shadows as well. I'm getting back into the turquoise, getting quite a bit of water so that I can fill in here, and being careful that it doesn't drip down too much on my plate. I can catch it if it starts. And also where you have your pastels, it's like a little waxy line, and the waxy line keeps the paint from running. Still looks good. I think that maybe I should add some more of my dark blue. When I get this part right here painted, I'm going to add a little more dark blue to it. I'm holding the easel because sometimes it likes to rock and roll. I don't want it to, oh, catch it, Miss Friedrich. It was trying to get on your dish, and you don't want your dish to be this color. A little more dark blue. I was looking about a number, checking it out, and see where I am. There it is. I think I will do some of my background around my dish. And I liked that dark black, but maybe I'll put some purple in there and fill in. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that when I do the work tomorrow. I can leave this here and do a little bit more tomorrow. Let's go on back to the chair and take a look at what I might have time on Friday to do. I'm going to strap the apple peeler corer slicer on Friday to the table. It has a little, oh, don't run away from me. It has a little part that I unscrew, and I will slip it on the table, and the table keeps this steady while I slice and peel and core an apple. But you'll see, we just put it on the table, and it's a machine that will go around and around and around. I'll set this here for us to do. Now, I would like you to see the letters that did we get to letter I, or was it letter O? I think we have time to start with letter O. Let me put my instrument on, and say that we like apples and bananas. And we'll say we like opals and bononos. Ready? I like to oat, opals and bononos. I like to oat, opals and bononos. I like to ute, upals and bononus. I like to ute, upals and bononus. Back to the beginning. I like to eat, apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. And I'll turn it off with the red power button and take it off and set it down, because I wanted to tell you more about Henri Matisse, about him as an artist. The interesting thing, when he finished being a painter, he still painted things, but he was making things super bright. And I might show you next week one of his paintings of a woman in a purple robe. And Matisse's mother and his wife both loved costumes, and they filled a giant closet of costumes for Matisse to put on his models, because sometimes he thought the clothing was more interesting than the person in the picture. So you will see him putting fancy clothes on his artists, his artist models, and they wear their fancy clothes. Well, when I show you the lady in the purple robe, you won't believe how fancy her whole house is. And he made things bright and cheery. And then when he moved to cutting paper, he made that bright and cheery by making the cutouts be all different colors. So when we go to do his art, maybe next week, I'm trying to decide whether I want to do things about pumpkins already, or whether I want to do more about Matisse. And maybe if you write to me here at the studio and say, oh, Miss Reid-Wright, please do more about the cut artist, Mr. Matisse, and do pumpkins later, because we'll get closer to the time when it's October 31st when people carve pumpkins. But I have a picture of a man whose whole face is made out of all kinds of fruits and vegetables, and a pumpkin is part of his face. It looks like it's almost time to go, boys and girls. So shall we sing our goodbye song and talk about what to bring tomorrow? Now is the time to say goodbye. My, how fast the time did fly. Our day is done, so we must say goodbye, goodbye for today. Now tomorrow, please bring back your project. If you haven't made it yet, maybe you can do it tonight. Make your project with the apples, and I am going to be using liquid paint and mixing it right on top of the apples. So bring that tomorrow with your happy selves, and we will do more art together and Matisse. So boys and girls, goodbye for now. See you tomorrow.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for